I'm Leo.
And I'm Megan. Leo, what's this?
This is a Utah auto title. If you own your car, you can take your title into a family pawn near you and drive away with cash.
That's so easy.
It is easy. And the best part is, Family Pawn has the lowest rates on auto title loans in southern Utah.
What do you think, little baby?
Family Pawn does not support or condone children standing on official state documents. Family Pawn does, however, endorse and support children, talking babies, and low-interest auto title loans.
Pawn shop for everyone. Family Pawn.
Looked a little exhausted there at the end of the game, Jake. Tell me a little about your thoughts just about today's game.
Oh, it was a close one the whole way. I felt confident that we could pull it out, but Pine View, hats off to them. They played their hearts out, and they kind of came down to the last minute, and we were able to come on top.
What does it say about Region 9 that we are able to play at such a high level on a windy, crazy night tonight? Two teams just battling tooth and nail all the way.
I feel like throughout our whole season, playing teams in Region 9 is a huge help to us because it's such a competitive region, and it really prepares us for the playoffs in the state.
You're a senior, right, Jake?
That's right.
What do you think about winning state your senior year? That's got to be pretty special, huh?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's something I've dreamed of since I was a little kid, and now I'm here is just unreal.
Desert Hills didn't even exist when you were a little kid, but now you're state champions for the Thunder.
That's right.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Broadhead, who had the game-winning touchdown as time expired. Well, I got to ask you, what was the deal on that play? Were you supposed to score a touchdown or get down and call a timeout, or what happened? Because you got in, man.
Well, Frankie called the play, and all I had to do was run it in and follow my line. And once I got in, I knew the ball crossed the plane, so it was all a matter of we just took state.
You're a senior. What does this mean to you as a senior at Desert Hills?
You know what? It's taught me this year that hard work has paid off through 2 days and weights. And we know that it definitely has paid off tonight. It feels so good.
Is there any way to describe how you feel right now?
You know what? There's really no way to describe it. No feeling that can describe all this hard work that you put in, knowing that we just became state champs. No feeling.
Congratulations, Landon. Way to go.
Thanks so much, Andy.
Gabe Sewell, who, you got hurt a little bit there midway through the game, but I have a feeling, it doesn't matter how bad you were hurt, there was no way you were going to miss the rest of that football game, huh?
Yeah, it's the last game of the season. I didn't want to sit out and leave my brothers hanging, so I just sucked up and played through it.
Now you guys, it's been a crazy year. You had a couple of losses in the middle of the season, but you were able now to avenge both of those losses. How did you do it?
We both know that we didn't get enough pressure on the quarterback, and we just had to stick with the receivers, make sure they weren't open when Cody's scrambling, because they're great at coming back to the ball.
What did you think on that last play? 6 seconds left, you guys were at the 2. You maybe could have tried to center it and get a field goal or whatever, but Coach decides to go for the touchdown. What'd you think?
I said field goal, and I was just arguing with him, but he's like, it's just 2 yards, get the first down, and if we don't make it in, we'll call timeout and kick the field goal, but I'm glad he made that call, and that's why he's the coach.
What do you think about Landon getting the ball in that last carry, the senior running back?
It's a great way to send him off.
Absolutely. Any way to describe how you feel right now, Gabe?
Just in awe. Still trying to get in. I'm not going to let this injury stop me from celebrating, so I'm just trying to celebrate all that.
Congratulations. With Carl Frankie, head coach of the Thunder, as he gets a hug there from senior Landon Broadhead. Carl, first of all, gutsy call at the end of the game. I mean, the clock's rolling down, 6 seconds left. It was all or nothing as it ended up being. Was that the plan?
Yeah, I figured as Pineview's so good at coming back, I didn't want to leave any time on it.
You really didn't leave any time on the clock.
I was going to kick it, and then I was like, you know what? We're on the 2-yard line. If we can't score from the 2, I just didn't want to put it in our kicker's hands right there with the wind and being on the hash. So I said, you know what? We'll run it to the left, and if we don't get it in, then I'll call a quick timeout. I was like on the 10, and then we'd have a timeout with like probably a second, and so anyway, it worked out. I mean, what do you do? I just went for it.
Real smart.
You guys lost 2 games this year. Pineview, Dixie, you were able to avenge both of those in consecutive order. Dixie and then Pineview in the championship game. How did you flip it?
Like I said before, we went through a little bit of a, turbulence there in the middle of the season where we were trying to just get the kids back on track, and we were able to do that, and the kids just believed. The whole thing was believing in yourself and believing in the team and that family concept, and not one time tonight did we quit, and both teams played great. I mean, 48 minutes of great football. So
now you guys have been on the cusp. Finals 2 years ago, semis last year.
Yep.
Was there anything you did different to get it that one last step?
No, sometimes you have great teams and, great athletes, and sometimes it's not the athletes that win you championships, it's great teams, and this is one great team that we had this year.
Fantastic team, and you come away as a 2013 3AA state champion.
Do we have more than -3 passing tonight? Because that was
yeah.
Because I got so much chew on 110. Look at that.
Well, you had like 50 on the first drive, Coach, so I think you were in good shape.
Yeah, you know what? It's so weird with sophomore quarterbacks. It's my last time ever with a sophomore. They go, I mean, he looks great in the first quarter, and then he kind of has that little lull and that sophomore-itis, where he kind of doesn't do what he's supposed to do, and then he kind of got it all back on track, and it was great to see Nick get it all back on track there and help his team win.
Phenomenal finish, and maybe just a quick word about your seniors.
Oh, probably the best senior class. I mean, I can't say that really, but one of the best senior classes I have ever coached. They did everything we ever asked of them from the beginning, and there's some great seniors here. I mean, holy cow, with Sil Bundy and Jake Wagner, and we had Braden come in, and we had Brock Tobin, Chipper Walker. I mean, I go on and on and on. These guys are unbelievable, and this is to them. This ain't. I mean, it's great. I have more joy getting out of them, seeing them get out of it.
Congratulations, Carl.